Yo, what's up? What's up, everybody? We're back. We're live and alive. We're here. It's another pre-show Dynamite with Novi. We're back once again to talk the card, to talk all these other things. We're gonna get into this. Well, we might delve into my match ratings over time. Who knows? We might get a little crazy with it. So, if you're in the chat, say what's up. If you're in the chat, leave a like, do all the good stuff, and subscribe to the channel if you aren't. And I think this week's Dynamite is honestly gonna be fucking awesome. I know Dynamite's been on like a huge run this year, and it's been awesome the whole year. To be honest, ever since even the first one, I was pretty encaptured by how good the show was overall and how quality it was. So, seeing this card right in front of me, I mean, I can only think it's gonna get even better, and it's gonna continue that streak. So, we'll see how it goes. But first, I think should we start with the bottom or should we start with the top? I don't know. I think let's go ahead and start with the bottom. Let's do the bottom first. Let's get it out of the way because, we're not much to say about some of these matches. Well, actually, that's not true. Some of these matches are really good. What's going on, Ultra X? How's it going? How you doing? You excited for Dynamite tonight? I know I am. So, first, let's start with the Best Friends versus the Undisputed Kingdom for the tournament quarterfinal. I, like a lot of other people, was not totally moved by the bracket. I thought it was kind of underwhelming because I really wanted it to be huge, to be honest. I get that wasn't reasonable. It's not reasonable to expect it to be 16, 18, 24 teams, but I just think it'd be awesome to, shove some guys together, make them go on runs, do the March Madness thing. I think that's going to be cool. But that would have been cool. But instead, we got a little shorter tournament, and there are some fun matches in there, but when it gets to the finals, I don't know. But we're not on there yet. We have two quarterfinals tonight, starting with Best Friends Undisputed Kingdom. Like I said, I think this will probably be a decent match. I mean, Orange Cassidy, and has he wrestled the Undisputed Kingdom guys, the Kingdom guys? I don't know if he has, but I don't know. These guys just seem like perfect fits for one another, and the Kingdom is really good at working heel, and the Best Friends are pretty good at towing the line. Orange Cassidy and Trent, that is, because they haven't been leaning one or the other in a while. But I think this match will actually be pretty good, and I think it'll take a lot of people by surprise that don't expect it to be as good as it will be. I can't wait. I can't wait for the main event either, Ultra. We'll get to it. I'm really excited for it. I popped out of my chair last week whenever I saw it. So, I'm really excited. We'll talk about that in just a second. But let's go with Best Friends Undisputed Kingdom. Gonna be a good match. Gonna take a lot of people by surprise about how good it is, to be honest. But Young Bucks Private Party. We're gonna skip ahead a little bit, so we do both the tag team quarterfinals right now. That match could be really, really good. Private Party, I don't know, I don't know what they've been leaning on TV. I think they've kind of been in the middle. So I just really want them to work face. I want them to work, as baby faces should work. They should, fight from underneath, do all that stuff, and the Young Bucks should bump and sell for all their crazy flippy shit. I think that'd be awesome. They've had good matches in the past. Obviously, the upset all that time ago in the first tag tournament, and I could see it happening again. I don't necessarily think it will, just because Okada just won gold. They want to give the Elite all gold. All these businessmen in their nice ass suits and their Ferraris and shit pulling up with all their title belts. But I could see an upset happening here just to make things interesting. But if I had to pick a winner, I'm going to go ahead and pick the Young Bucks because I kind of think they're going to go to the finals, but I wouldn't be surprised if Private Party upset. I'm going to need to see a mean gin and juice on old Nick Jackson. Or no, let's do it against Matt because Matt's going to sell his ass off for it. So I need a mean gin and juice on this show. I didn't pick a winner for the Undisputed Best Friends match. I'm going to pick... I don't know. I could see the Best Friends doing it, but I'm going to go with the Kingdom. Just... maybe we do the Trent split here. I don't know the bracket though. I don't have that off the top of my head, but yeah, maybe we do the Trent. Honestly, that could go either way. I'm gonna go Undisputed for the hell of it. How's my girlfriend? My girlfriend's doing great. We were looking at apartments today. We're gonna move out into our own little place. So couldn't be better, honestly. It was a very, very fun day. I appreciate you asking. But yeah, let's move on to the women's four-way. With Mercedes Moné on commentary, the CEO, of course. We have Chris Statlander, Sky Blue, Anna Jay, and Willow Nightingale. This is going to be super, super interesting. I'm not going to lie. I think this is one of the more interesting matches on the card, aside from probably Takeshita Strickland. But I think this match is going to be really, really, really good. I'm not going to lie, because Sky is going to bump really hard. She has been lately. I think Anna Jay is probably going to do her thing, because Anna Jay in like multi-mans isn't that bad, and like tags and stuff. I know she used to tag with Ty Conti, and that was really good, or Ty Mello now, sorry. And that was really good. So I think in multi-man she could do her thing. She can make do, but the real interesting dynamic here is between Chris and Willow, because I think a lot of people are going to maybe tease a switch here. Maybe one of them goes heel right here. I say we maybe do some teasing. I know I tweeted earlier this week. I was like, when Chris Statlander, it was like, like greater awesome shit. It was Chris Statlander turning on Willow Nightingale here and like losing after she loses, because I don't think she's going to win. I think Willow Nightingale is going to get the win. She's going to challenge for the TBS belt, and she's going to win it. And then that's going to build to a match with Mercedes. I think that's what's going to happen. But there's going to be some teasing here. Statlander is going to hit Willow. They're going to hit each other at one point. They're going to have some miscommunication. It's going to be good. It's going to be really interesting. It's one of the more interesting women's matches I feel like we've seen in quite some time on Dynamite. So it does get me excited. I'm calling it now. 2024 will surpass 2021 as the best year in AEW history. Look, with that roster, with all this talent, with all this shit, with the way they're booking the show right now, I'm not going to be the one to tell you otherwise, because I honestly would agree, because I think 2024 has been incredible stuff. Every week, I said it at the top of this live stream, but every week it's just awesome. It's just good shit. It's just good wrestling. And even if it's not the like best stories, or it's not the best TV show overall, it's at least got me interested and hooked for the next week. And during the late stage of 2023, I was so dead inside. I wouldn't even be excited for Dynamite. It was bad. It got bad. But, I'm excited for Dynamite now, and I would agree. I think it's going to be really, really good, especially with how I see Wembley potentially shaping out, with Will challenging, hopefully, Swerve for the belt, and all the other stuff. Mercedes having a Wembley match. Look, it's going to be really good. I'm really excited for 2024, and I'm definitely going to agree with you. But yeah, on the women's four-way, Willow, I'm going to see her getting the win. I want to see her beat Julia at Dynasty. I know some people have had a lot to say about Julia's title reign, and honestly, I understand, because when it started, I remember saying that Julia is like really good, and I remember being super excited about what she was going to do, and I mentioned it in my video this week about the stock exchange. I mentioned it in there, and I was saying how I really was looking forward to Julia's title reign, and then she kind of had a few matches where she looked a little off, and then she got injured, and then she had another match after she got injured and looked more off. So there's some stinky stuff going on with Julia right now, and it's okay though. I think people are taking it a little too far. She's young. She's got a lot of time to learn. She hasn't been in there for too long. She's only been wrestling for under 5 years. I think 5 years this year is what it was, and she's got a lot to learn. So I wish people weren't so harsh on Julia, because she got herself over, and there's good credit for that. So, yeah. Sadly, I think her reign's going to come to an end. Maybe not sadly, but I think it's going to come to an end at Dynasty with Willow, who will win this match. Whether you're a WWE, TNA, New Japan, or AEW fan, wrestling is just cooking so hard right now. Look, there's one sneak in there. Maybe two. I'm not going to lie to you. Maybe two sneaks in there. But yeah, on the WWE front, I'm not a WWE watcher. I don't really, it's not my style of weekly wrestling, but I tune into some of the great stuff, and I watch the pay-per-views. That Rock segment, brother, that Rock segment. Oh God, I don't know what to say. It got me hyped. I got the feeling. He's on a hell of a run, isn't he? I like, goodness gracious. I don't know. It's great to see him with the wrestling bug, because if he didn't and he just came back just for the hell of it, then it just wouldn't be fun. Like, I remember the segment against Jinder Mahal. I was like, this shit sucks. His content was terrible. Now he's the final boss, and he's making Cody bleed and talking about his mama and slapping his goosebumps and feeling the mana. It's legit. It's awesome. I'm a huge fan of that story right now. Not as tapped into the other stuff, but I am really, really into that story, and I'm really excited for the WrestleMania main events. TNA, don't keep up with it, but that attendance number, ooh, I'm not one to care about attendance numbers, but that's a little rough. I'm not going to lie. And Moose is the champion, so very unfortunate. New Japan, it's okay. If Tsuji wins the belt, I'll say it's back. I'll say we're good. But that kind of remains to be seen. Windy City Riot is going to be awesome. I'm really excited for that show. I don't know if anyone else has seen that card, but it's shaping up to be some good ass shit. I tried to convince my girlfriend to go. I really did. I was sitting there saying, no, we can go to Chicago. It's perfect. It's a good time. We can do it. But I don't think she went for it. It was very, very odd, honestly. It was a great card. There's some good stuff with New Japan, but some of the booking lately just hasn't been inspired. But Tsuji winning is big. And of course, AEW, the fourth one. We talked about all the promotions. Just why not? AEW, we just mentioned. Cooking. 2024 cooking. But there we go. We're going to hop up to the next match. We're going to talk about Konosuke Takeshita versus Swerve Strickland. Look, there's 5 matches on this card. We can give this 20 minutes, right? We can give this 20 minutes for them to have an epic. They should try their best to do the Will Ospreay Revolution stuff. They should do all of it. They should try to have a spot fest. They should fuck a limb. We're not working limbs in this match. We're doing spots. We're doing cool ass maneuvers. We're doing cool sequences. We're doing all of that. That's what's going to happen in this match. And it's going to rule. This is what I'm most excited for. It was a thumbnail for this live stream actually because I was most excited just to see what this match is. Because I love Takeshita. And he's on the run of his life right now. If you guys saw that DDT match, I mean, he was cooking. He was going crazy in that DDT match. And he was going crazy earlier this year in another DDT match. And he's on the run of his life. He's on a real comeback run just because of how he was treated last year. I won't talk about that too much, but yeah, he's on a comeback run. I'm really into his stuff right now. And Swerve, future world champion. It's just what it is. He's going to win the belt and it's going to be great. So yeah, I think Swerve is going to win, but I think it's going to get real close, and they're going to do a lot of cool near falls, and they're going to do all the reversals, and it's going to rule. It's just going to rule. So I say we open up the show with something like that. Swerve is a proven draw. Let's do it. Let's open up the show with that. But then we'll talk about this first. What I love about New Japan now is that with Ospreay and Okada gone, they're building up their younger talent like Shota and David Finlay. Look, I am a fan of the majority of their younger talent. I like what they're doing with them. They definitely waited too long because they never, they had to have seen Okada leaving coming, and not giving them any wins over him kind of sucks. And I think their biggest missed opportunity, which I've complained about in my videos, is them not having Shota beat Ospreay for the undisputed, I think it was US or UK belt at the time. They should have had him beat him there. I think that was the perfect opportunity to do it and to crown him, but that's all in the past now. I do like what they're doing with a lot of their young talent. I don't know about David Finlay. He doesn't really move me that much, but I'm not the biggest hater in the entire world. I think he's disgustingly fine. He's aggressively fine is a better way to put it. Aggressively fine. And he does his job in there. But your other person you mentioned, Shota Umino, I just mentioned they should have had him win. I think he's the best out of all the Musketeers, out of all their young guys, maybe except for Gabe Kidd, and Tsuji's obviously there, but those are my top 3. But I think Shota's the best. I think he has the most potential. The way he connects with the audience is next level. I haven't none of the other guys connect like that. I mean, Tsuji recently, but he was doing it. Shota's been doing it for months, and so that's definitely why I think Shota is the best of the bunch. But yeah, I agree. I think they're building up their young talent well, but. Now, let's move into the main event. Will Ospreay versus Katsuyori Shibata. I know Ultra in the chat mentioned he couldn't wait for the main event, or they couldn't wait for the main event. Look, this main event is going to rule. Shibata, he's a great wrestler still. I know a lot of people say, I just actually this week, yesterday, I watched Katsuyori Shibata versus Kyle O'Reilly, and that match is awesome. That match is really, really good. I'd never seen it before, so it was my first time, and it was so awesome. And I know he's not going to be that anymore, but I think he works just fine. I think we saw that in the Bryan Danielson match. He can turn back the clock at least a little bit and make himself the guy he used to be, and so I think this is going to be amazing. Will Ospreay is Will Ospreay. It's going to be so good. It's going to be so good. I'm really, really, really excited for what this is going to be. So, yeah, I hope Shibata turns back the time. I hope they do crazy counters. I hope I think Ospreay was probably going to keep it on the mat a little bit more. And I hope he just throws his shots and does his striking, because Ospreay's a really good striker, and not so many people talk about it because he's so good at all the dynamic high-flying stuff and all that sort of stuff. So not many people talk about him being so good at striking or ground and pound, but these guys are going to have a good one. It's not going to be a technical match like the Danielson one, but it's going to be very good nonetheless. So I'm really excited. And also, I like the story because, Danielson just wrestled him, and now Ospreay's doing it, and I think Ospreay's trying to show him up a little bit. That's a really good story to go with, and that makes it, have a little bit more weight, and I enjoy that. What are your thoughts on NXT Black and Gold if you watched it? I was not watching at the time. I wish that I was, just because I feel so left out of it now. But I wasn't watching at the time. I do plan on going back eventually and watching it, but I have been seeing those Gargano clips, and look, I don't know about all that, but I know there was some really great stuff in there. I know there was the Ciampas, the Andrades of the world. Was he Andrade? Yeah, Andrade. Sorry. And then what was Malachi Black's old name? Oh my God, I don't remember what it was. I don't know what it was, but he's also great back then. So I'm really excited to go back and watch it. But well, I'll get back to you, Ultra. Maybe I'll make a video on it and talk about my experience watching Black and Gold whenever I get back to it. We have another chat here. I really like this AEW run of shows. If there's anything I would say is to streamline the show by only having matches that lead somewhere or building to something, which is what I'm seeing since pay-per-view. I agree. I mean, I want the matches to mean something. I want them to have a purpose. I wish that the rankings didn't go away for that little short time, because then they all have a purpose. It's all in service of the rankings. But I understand not enjoying just the random throwaway matches. But when it's like, Danielson Shibata or something like that, or just any dream match like Danielson Hechicero, for example, I'm excited for that. I think it's dope. So yeah, I'm a big fan of this AEW run. Me and Ultra were talking about it earlier. We were talking about how much we enjoyed it. So I totally agree. But then yeah, that's Dynamite. I don't know if there's anything else that they announced. I don't know if there's anything else they're gonna plan on doing. Let's see. We'll go through their Twitter. This is a safe Twitter to scroll. How do you feel when Tony Khan made a fool of himself on Twitter after losing the Tuesday Night War? I think Tony, I personally am not I don't really care about Tony tweets, because I think a lot of people in the locker room kind of like it, which is understandable. I think it's good for him to rally the troops and act like they're the best in the world and act like they're the biggest and best. I think that's a good attitude to have. And if it's going to be on Twitter, I think that's fine. Obviously, some people aren't going to be cool with that, and I completely understand that, but I'm all cool with it. I like rallying the troops, telling everybody you're the best, calling it a day. I think that's cool. But the recent Tuesday Night War he did lose, though, when they had Taker on and stuff like that, and I think they had Cena on or something. Yeah, he did. He was a little crazy on Twitter that night. It's just what he is. It is what it is. This picture is fucking awesome, by the way. Didn't watch the show, but it's awesome. Let's see if they announce anything. I want to see if we got anything else we could talk about here. Cool video. Mercedes. Shout out Monet. Shout out the CEO. All right. Cool tweet. Nice. Oh, we can talk about this. Double or Nothing. It got announced. The MGM Grand in Las Vegas. I don't know how I feel about it, because last time the crowd was dead ass silent, but it's tradition. Tony likes his tradition, so I understand making sure running it again. But my biggest issue is not even where it's running; it's the price tag, because oh my God, $50 pay-per-views make me want to sewer slide. But hey, gotta make your money. I guess, and I'll maybe I'll pay it, maybe I won't. Let's see. Anything else? Whatever the fuck that was. All right. Big Ospreay. This is a great promo, by the way. This is a good ass promo. I know a lot of people are talking about it. It's a fucking good promo. Ospreay's a great promo. I know Dave was out there saying Ospreay was better than Cody, and I don't know. Cody had a rough week. Not looking good. Not looking good for old Cody. Old Cody Rhodes. Let's see. I don't really think there's anything left. I don't think we got any announcements for this. Oh, this is gonna be awesome. This is gonna rule. Adam Copeland Open Challenge. Look, anyone's interested in Christian Cage's TNT run video coming out this Saturday? We're talking about it. We're talking about all the run, why it was so good, how he saved the belt. We're doing all of it. So this will definitely be factored into it, and I'd be excited for that. They really need to do that HBO Max. Oh my God, do they need to do that HBO Max deal? Holy shit! I need that ASAP. I don't know why we haven't gotten that yet. I understand. I mean, I do, but geez, I need that bad. It's getting bad at this point. Let's see. I also agree about the rankings. I just want to see it advertised like video packages about it and Wrestler Talk. Look, that'd be awesome. I think back in the day when ratings were like the rankings, were a thing. I wish they put that shit on TV and they had like Shivani go, "These are the rankings for the week," and like, or I don't know, they don't have to start the show with it, but throw it somewhere, put it on Collision or something. Do it at the end of Collision or do it at a certain time in Collision because the Collision is, it's Collision. Throw it on there. Do it on Rampage or something. Actually, there you go. Do it on Rampage. Put it up on TV. Say these are the rankings and have Tony explain it or something and have one of the guys that moved up the rankings cut a promo after. There you go. Bang. Great idea. I wish they would talk about it. Samoa Joe was talking about it for a while, and that was awesome. I liked when he was mentioning it. That was fun. But, yeah, I agree with you. 100%. Do you think we'll ever get a WWE I'm sorry, not a chance in hell. I'm not going to say I wouldn't want to see it. This is on my alt account, so I don't have any of these guys followed. Damn, I should probably follow them. Or not on my alt, yeah, but no, I don't think we're ever going to get it. I think the companies are just, they're too stuck in their ways, and, fans might want it and fans might enjoy it, and I understand that, but it's just not going to happen. They're the two competing brands and stuff, so it's maybe one day if WWE opens their doors a little bit, because they're probably the one that is more unlikely to be okay with it. But yeah, I just don't see that happening. Let's see here. We are going to get rankings though today, I guess. We are going to see some new rankings, so that'll be cool. Why not? Yeah, like wrestler talking about their goals or moving the rankings. Try to take people. Yeah, why not? Be like, that was one of the biggest things that I mentioned. I don't remember which video I mentioned it in, but I specifically said, I was like, wrestlers the basic story for AEW stories sometimes, they can just get away with saying, I want to beat you in the rankings, I want to take your spot. It was when like Hangman and Swerve were feuding. They were like, Swerve was basically like, I'm going to beat you and I'm going to take your spot. They could do that for all of the rankings. Be like the number 5 guy or number, whatever, not even unranked guy, comes for the number 3 guy, like, I want your spot. Or the number 5 guy, like, I want to be there. I want to be where you're at. That's what they should do. I agree with that. Let's see. We're scrolling back a little far now. Let's see if we got any promos. I want to see like a promo announcement or something. No, whatever. No promo announcement. Based. What wrestling YouTubers do you watch? Wrestle Purists. Definitely shout them out. I'm a big Wrestle Purist guy. I enjoy all their shows. Girls on Graps, Worldwide, AEW Review, all that sort of stuff. I think those are always like, they're funny, they're informative, they're clearly like, people enjoy their sides and stuff. People do their bits. It's a good time. I enjoy Wrestle Purist. Is that it? I watch Joel Hobart. He is Wrestle Purist, but he has his own channel, The Hobart House Show. That's also a good watch. Answers questions, talks his graps. The most old WCW legend, Joel Hobart, is basically what it is. He was in this chat last week. He's awesome. I take a lot of inspiration from him when it comes to writing because I'm kind of new at it and I'm trying to improve over time. But he's the guy I look for when I look to try to get better. So definitely would check him out. I check out Montesio's streams sometimes. He's a little cynical, but his streams are a good time whenever he's doing watch-alongs. Sometimes Tranquilo Club. I know we kind of do similar content, but I check out his videos sometimes. There's another podcast. This is the last one I'll talk about, so I don't yap. The Graps podcast, hosted by Brainbuster, and I forget the name of his friend. I'm sorry, I completely forget his name, but yeah, those are a few channels I enjoy personally because they're just better. I don't really like Russell culture and all that stuff anymore. I used to watch Simon Miller a bunch, but I'm not really anymore. You should watch Suplex. I'll give him a watch. I'll check him out. Why not? It's a good recommendation. Good on you. I'll get back to you next Wednesday or DM me on Twitter or something, and I'll be like, yeah, Suplex is a shit. We'll see. I would love a heel group that takes payments and does shady business for people to get in the rankings, like almost an APA vibes of having Guy deliberately injure guys to get rid of them. Why not? That'd be cool. That'd be fucking awesome. I wish it was like maybe the Kingdom or something, Undisputed Kingdom or something like that. That'd be cool. Why not? Have guys just beat the shit out of one another for money. I think that was whose business was that? Someone did that on AEW TV. They were like, "Oh, if you pay me this amount." Oh, it was MJF for a while. Well, fuck. It was MJF for a while. He was basically like, "If you give me money, I'll do this," or whatever. Or he would just toss around money and pay people. There's a ton of that, but I think that faction would be super cool. I think that'd be a great time. It'd be a very interesting way to do TV, so I wouldn't have a problem with that at all. I think that'd rule. You could coming up with some good suggestions here. I don't know. I wish I knew how to say her name. I don't want to say her name wrong, so I'm trying to avoid it. Maybe that's bad, but I don't want to say her name wrong because I feel bad. I don't want to say. I'm not even gonna try. If you tell me in the chat, I'll sound it out. But I don't even want to try because I don't want to get it wrong. I feel like that's so rude. I'm not gonna do it. But yeah, we can look at some little ROH stuff going on here. This is gonna be good. Not that. That's not what I'm talking about. That's okay. I was more thinking Athena. There we go. This is going to be good. This is going to be so good. It might be women's match of the year. American women's match of the year. Maybe more. But this match is going to be real good. Don't worry about all that. This match is going to rule. This match is also going to rule. I think Briscoe gets the belt here. What do you guys think? Think Briscoe's winning the championship? Who do you think's winning this? You think Athena's retaining? I think Shida wins. And I think Briscoe wins. And I think we do both of them on ROH TV mainly. I think that'd be pretty awesome. I'd be down for that. I think they need to make ROH like an NXT developmental for younger indie guys. It's the best way to make ROH cool again. Yeah. They need to make like their little indie promotion where they can send guys away and get better and do all their stuff and actually treat it like a decent television program. They should film it in Warner Studios or wherever, Universal, or wherever the fuck they were before. They should film that where they used to film Dark. They should film it there and have it just be developmental. Tour for the pay-per-views. Yeah. I'm down for that. That'd be awesome. They just need someone. Tony needs to stop booking everything. I don't know if he's still booking ROH, but give that shit to someone else, pal. Yeah, like the Undisputed Kingdom, or even better, the Don Callis family should do it. Hobbs the strong, silent leader. Take the payments. Takesh should be the right-hand man. Sure. Look, I'm a fan of the new Don Callis family. I'm a fan of how they've switched up and stuff. I think that'd be pretty awesome. I'd be totally down with them doing it because they just have the group where it's just like they're all a bunch of killers. Like Takeshita, Hobbs, and then Fletcher, they're all killers. I think that would rule. That'd be the perfect group to do it. I'm high on Fletcher too. If you see me on Twitter talking about Fletcher after his matches, you're never going to not see me gas him up. I love the guy. I think he's going to be great. ROH definitely be developmental for sure. You're on the same page. We're cooking here. We're cooking here. Yeah, I see these things happening. Oh yeah, here's this match going on. Who do you guys think is going to win? Athena? Or not Athena, sorry. Billy versus Queen Aminata. I think Billy kind of gets it done. I think Billy's gonna do it. That match is gonna be really good too. This ROH pay-per-view is gonna be real good. I'm excited for it. How do you think they should fix Rampage? I'm not entirely sure Rampage needs fixing, to be quite honest with you, because it's just kind of like it's always gonna be Rampage to a lot of people, you know. So not really much you could do for it. But you know, if they wanted to fix it, I think just I don't know, make it more interesting. Throw some cooler matches on there. They just do kind of like whatever matches. Like, well, what was on Rampage this week? Oh my god, don't let me search Twitter for too long. Rampage card. Let's do AEW Rampage card, so I don't get crazy shit on my Twitter. So I have to delete the VOD. Hey man, appreciate your work. Keep it together. Fuck the haters. Or forget. Sorry, I went a little crazy there. Shit, I went a little nuts on the fuck. Thanks, bro. I appreciate that. Too sharp, pal. I appreciate it, bro. I'm grinding away. We're doing the damn thing. I really enjoy making videos, and I enjoy when people have nice things to say, of course, and people say it's they really enjoy it. So I appreciate that comment. It means a lot. Rampage this week was really good, though. See, that's the thing. Rampage this week was really good because there was actual, fun matches, like the street fight on it. Just do more of that. That'd be cool. Why not? Let's see here. We're going to go to my profile, and we're going to look just to have something up on the screen while I chat with you fellas, chat with you guys. If you guys have any questions, keep them up. I'll answer whatever you guys have to say. I mean, unless it's, crazy shit, but even then, maybe I'll answer it. So, just shout it out. See, this is kind of what our last live stream turned into. It just turned into a look at my own damn star ratings and my own chatting. Follow this Twitter account if you haven't. At It's Novi with a 0. Do that. This Twitter is my match review Twitter, and I really like it. So give a shout out. Have Hobbs take the leadership and be a mix of Bane and Kingpin. He didn't say much, but when he does, he means it. You could have him come down with his gloves, make it be a gimmick. Fuck it. You know what? What are you doing in this chat, man? You're cooking up stories. You need to get signed to the Rioters team a little bit. We need to get you on ROH. I bet you do something cool on there. You come up with some cool factions, but yeah, I think that would be really cool. I feel like you're very high on Hobbs. You keep mentioning Hobbs, and I understand Hobbs is legit. He's really good. I hope he gets something more, substantial to do in the future, because he's got a lot of potential. He doesn't get to talk. He doesn't get to do it very often, which sucks because he's really good and he deserves it. Talk about this match. This is a good ass match. TNT Championship. Christian Cage, Adam Copeland. I kind of mentioned it was overindulgent for sure. Handcuff stuff lasted a little too long. Old Luchasaurus had one hand loose on the. It wasn't even this hand; it was the left hand. He had it loose there, but look, it was a great time. This match was really, really fun. Were you nervous when your girlfriend? No, I wasn't, because I think she always knew I liked wrestling. I didn't actually, when we first met, I wasn't really into it like that, and I was more into. I was really into Overwatch at the time, which, think of that what you will, but I was really into Overwatch at the time and that sort of thing. So when I started getting back into wrestling, I kind of started, actually, I did watch Simon Miller, his ups and downs on, WWE TV, and then I started doing it for AEW, and I didn't start watching AEW for a while because I don't know, I never did it. And then just something, I was like, I just got to start. This is awesome. I'm missing out so much, and I started. I remember the first Dynamite I think I ever watched in full, which, look, I could be wrong. I watched the first episode in full, and then I skipped ahead to this. The main event was, I think it was Dustin Rhodes versus Nick Camarado, like the big guy with the the hairy. He wears the hat now. He's whatever, and I was just, I don't know what I was tuned into, but that hooked me. I guess it got me going. So that's when I started watching. And no, actually, we've been to a few shows together. I don't know if anyone has seen any pictures of those, but yeah, she comes to the shows with me. She's been to all the AEW shows I've been to. We can pull that up, actually. I have a lot of shows I've been to. Let me see. Let's open all. Why not? Fuck it. Open them all. So we have the AEW Dynamite Fight for the Fallen's first one. We'll go through this after we look at here. Takeshita could be Yakuza-style right-hand man, and Kyle could be the kid of the group who's young but dangerous, and then Queen Maonata in there would be first female member. Look, you got no qualms with me. I'm not saying no to this. This is cool as fuck. I'd be absolutely down with this. I think it'd be awesome. Yakuza-style? Hell yeah. That'd be awesome. He's already got the Oni mask and stuff. That's awesome. I'd be down for that. You're cooking. Again, you're cooking. You're doing your thing. Yeah, this was the first AEW show I ever went to. She went to this one. Went to all of them. I bookmarked them all just so I could have it, because sometimes I forget. This was awesome. This was a fucking awesome match to see live. They did the entrance with the what was it called? Oh my god, it was Toon Squad entrance. They did all of that. It was fucking cool. It was awesome. Hangman Page entrance and stuff. It was so cool. I can't believe I don't remember this at all. But apparently Hikuleo was on the show, so apparently I've seen Hikuleo live. I don't remember it at all. I'm sorry, I don't. The Hardy Family Office was in there. This match was fucking awesome. This match was so cool. I'll never forget the spot with Chris Jericho going through the glass when he got superplexed, or maybe it was Gage. I don't know who went through it, but I think it was Jericho, and it was just awesome match. Awesome match. Good plunder there. I think Sami Zayn versus Gunther might surpass Ospreay Takeshita as match of the year so far. Look, okay. You'll see here. I don't have a bookmark, but there was a show that I went to this year. that I was in person for. It was, oh shit. Hold on. God damn it. Look, we're doing this on the fly. We're doing this. Hold on. No, I won't. Let's see here. Events, not that. Events. Okay. Hold on. Whoa. Hold on now. So I was at this show. So I saw that match live in person. So it's going to be real hard for any match to top that as my personal match of the year. Even though I've said on Twitter, I do enjoy, I think Danielson Zack Sabre Jr. is probably the best match of the year. But for my, like, just being there live is special. So I don't know. It's a tough call. But Sammy versus Gunther should be really good. Gunther's really good, and Sammy is still very, very talented. He's still so good at being the babyface. He's still so good at, like, just being the underdog. He's always going to be good at that. So I think you're not wrong for feeling that way, and I'll be tapped into that match for sure. Even though it's not necessarily the match I would have wanted. I wanted Gable like everyone else, but I'm not invested as much in Gable, so Sammy Gunther, sign me up. Let's see here. If you could do these live streams with Tranquilo Club as he does his live stream of Dynamite, it was also help the channel get more eyes, specifically on the AEW fan base. I'd be down for that. Look, I don't know if I'd ever. Tranquilo is a bit ahead of me in terms of like viewers and all that sort of stuff. But if he ever wanted to have me on, maybe I'll hit him up sometime. I would love to be on his streams. He seems like a nice guy on Twitter. He's got his bits. He's got his stuff on there. He goes off a little bit, but I enjoy his stuff. So if you ever wanted to, hey, I'm down. He could have done Callis Talk, but be more of a mouthpiece like how Heyman is for Brock. Have the family run Dynamite, and you could use it to elevate all the guys. Hobbs main event. Look, I think Callis is a good talker. I think he got a little bit too a little bit too much there at the end and didn't really do a good job of transferring all the heat he had on the actual guys. But when Callis is locked in, when he's got his stuff going, I mean, we saw the stuff with Kenny. He is that good. So I genuinely think he would be quite good if he chose to do like that again. So you got my vote. You're really invested into this group. I think we got to hit up TK. We got to shoot him a DM. Be like, yeah, this guy knows how to run the Don Callis family. Get him on the books for the Don Callis family specifically. I got a question though. If you like to ask, who would you have them face first? Who is your dream? Like if you had a team of 3 to face the Don Callis family, Fletcher, Hobbs, and Takeshita, who would you have them face? I don't really care for Bryan versus Zach. I just don't like that kind of wrestling. It's just a bunch of holds, hit each other for fuck's sake. Look, you watch that match again, watch them hit each other. They were hitting each other hard. When they were on the mat and they were giving those forearms and shit, that was good stiff stuff. But I understand a lot of it was technical work, and I know that's not for everybody, and it's not usually for me. I remember there being a match on the Rev Pro show with Ospreay versus Oku, and it was like it was another Zack Sabre match, and I watched about like 3 minutes of it, and I was like, oh man, I can't finish this out, but I implore you to go see that one again and see what happens. It's Bryan versus Zach 2, just so you know, earlier this year, Bryan versus Zach 2 in I don't know where they were at, but they were on a New Japan show. That was the one I'm talking about, and even still, I understand not enjoying that style of wrestling, but I did. It was just something. Bryan Danielson is the guy for me. He's the guy who gets me invested like nobody else. I think it's him and Ospreay that really just they hit me. They got me by a hook when it comes to wrestling. I always get invested in their stuff. I always find a way to love their match. Just love their matches. So they're the guys for me. That's why I didn't really get held back by all that. Damn. He gave him a 5 3/4. I'm just looking at this. He gave him a 5 3/4. Dave loves Ospreay. I understand because I love Ospreay too. But damn. Let's see here. So we probably are going to wrap up. I know Wrestle Purists and Dynamite's starting soon. And I don't want to cut into any of that because scary hours. I'm already cutting into the Joel Hobart House show, which is dangerous on its own. He's pulling numbers over there. But yes, if you guys have anything else you want to ask, anything else you want to get in real quick, let me know. We'll wrap up here in a minute, but I'll let you guys get any last second chats in because I enjoy talking to you guys. You guys are a lot of fun. If anyone's watching this after the fact, if anyone's watching it right now, Make sure to subscribe, leave a like on the video, leave a like on the live stream, I should say. Check out my last video. Turn on the bell for the video this Saturday. We're talking about Adam Copeland. We're talking about Christian Cage's TNT run mainly. Yeah. I don't know about a 3 on there, but I would have them pick apart fan favorites. Takeshita takes the international title from Kingston. Hobbs should damn near retire Jericho, and Kyle for Briscoe. Hey, I'm not gonna be mad. I think Takeshita taking international title is Okada's now at this point, but I would still, hey, I'd be cool with that. Hobbs retire Jericho. Don't know what belt, but fuck it, just end him. I don't know, get him out of there. Kyle for Briscoe. That'd be a fine person to take it off of Briscoe when he wins over Eddie, I think. I think Rush should join the Don Callis family. Roosh, I should say. Oh, Rush. Whoa. That's whoa there. Hey, Don Callis family talk in the chat going on right now. Yeah, I would be cool with that too. I'd be perfectly fine with that because Roosh is a beast. He should be on AEW TV. I hope he's back soon. All right, this is one of the last few things I'm gonna mention. We're gonna pull this up. Make sure to follow me on Twitter too. Why not? What are your thoughts on Ilya Dragunov? I haven't seen so much Ilya, but what I have seen, he's a fucking beast. He's a menace. He's just the guy, you know. He goes crazy. He works hard. He works stiff. He does all the stuff. I watched his match with what's it? Trick. Whoop that Trick. You know, I watched that match. It was a really good one. I was a fan. I'm a fan of Ilya. I need to go watch that Ilya Gunther match from a couple years ago. I also think Starks should take the title from Copeland. Wouldn't complain there. I wouldn't be too mad about it. I'm not not the biggest Ricky Starks guy, but I'd love to give him just, one more shot. Do it. Do the damn thing, Starks. Make yourself the guy. Then make Starks should be the heel face of TNT. Fuck it. Make him the guy. Make him the guy. Give him that kind of run. I agree. Give him the run. I would, for my personal preference, I would say do Garcia. I think Garcia's up next. He needs a belt around his waist. Maybe Ricky after Garcia. Whoa, they're buddies. They would have a good match. I would treat it like a world title and give me champion versus champion match at Swerve. Cook. Think Ricky's going to NXT this year? Probably. He's not staying in AEW, that's for sure. And honestly, I wouldn't blame him if he didn't stay in AEW, but hey, that's the business. I don't mind them going back and forth. I think that's more interesting than not. So, but yeah, with Ricky Starks and Don Callis talk, lots of cooking going on in the chat tonight. That's going to be all for this live. We're going to go live again next Wednesday at the same time, 7 o'clock. We'll probably start around 7:05. So make sure to tune in next Wednesday for pre-show with Novi, number 4. We'll have a brand new thumbnail. We're gonna do the whole 9 yards. And hope you guys enjoyed Dynamite tonight. Follow me at It's Noviak on Twitter. I'll be live tweeting Dynamite as I always do. Yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you guys for talking. Thank you guys for having a lot to say. And yeah, much love to you all, and have a good one. Enjoy Dynamite.